you think we're almost ready?
I wish we were almost ready.
Engine starts, boiler works.
We are healthy.
We are healthy and happy, and that's all that matters.
Then we're ready.
Then we're ready.
Adios! Adios!
I just said goodbye to my parents.
Adios, hija!
Like we just said goodbye and I missed them already.
Let's go.
Whoa! You like the new platform light?
For 5 years, we've been dreaming on the day we would leave to unknown places while working relentlessly to make it happen. I'm proud to say, today is the day.
We feel that today is the day that our trip is actually starting for real, because we're going to unknown places, far from everything and everyone we know. So we're gonna start doing also longer trips, like this one now is 250 nautical miles, so of course we're gonna sail during day, night. So of course we got ourselves an inflatable life jacket so we can wear it all the time, and if we happen to fall in the water, this tube with gas will make this inflate, and then we'll be safe. Because of course, imagine being 48 hours wearing a big chunky life jacket. That's uncomfortable, so that's why we have this one. But of course, the whole idea is to not need it and to never watch this inflating. At least that's what I'm hoping for. But I'm making it ready anyway. And almost more important than surviving in case you fall in the sea is having available snacks, because this is what actually guarantees your survival at sea. So I'm just making a nice basket for Angie and myself to feast on. We have protein bars, nut bars, chocolate, sausage, snacks, and snacks.
It is not the crack of dawn, which was our plan, but we ended up working till super late. I think 2:30, and we said let's do a few more things. So we've gone over the boat during daylight, and I think we're good. Everything's tied down. It's a 250 nautical mile journey. There is wind predicted. I think for the first 10 hours it'll just be motoring, but that's fine. We can see if the engine works because we've been working on that a lot. But how insane is it that we left to Florianopolis before, which was for us our first leaving home, but we came back. We are now leaving and we are not coming back. How crazy.
I know, many emotions. I was very emotional last night, but now I'm feeling more excited and ready for this journey. The reason we are leaving, even though there is no wind, is that we have a very tight schedule.
We have a VIP arriving.
Yeah, Loic is arriving in 2 days in Ilhabela, and 2 days is the minimum that it takes us to arrive there too. So we really need to go no matter what.
Ideally, we would wait for better ways to head north, but Loic, we are not blaming you. We are thanking you. You gave us this deadline, and when we don't have a serious deadline, we tend to
the
stay in
boat
the
would
shipyard.
never be 1000% ready, so we could always stay doing something else. So thank you, Loic, for coming and pushing us out of the comfort zone, because we're leaving. No matter what, we're leaving.
So
now.
much was done, and this is the real test. 250 miles, which is the longest we are doing since bringing the boat down, which was sinking. So it's already going to be better than that. We can
We
guarantee you.
did exactly the same 250 nautical miles from north to south when we brought Yabá here to fix her. But it was a totally different situation. The boat was sinking. We were green. We were not ripe. We
looked green. We were sick because we were in the engine fixing it the whole time.
It was just motoring the whole time because the stays were attached to rotten wood, so we couldn't open the sail. So
And
it
the
was
bilge
completely
pumps
different.
were connected to the engine. Like the battery was dead.
All the time pumping water out. So we are really expecting this trip to be way nicer.
It will.
way
Like
calmer.
sun will go down. We've got Guilherme with us as well. We're gonna have some.
back.
He's gonna help us on board. Really good company. Also, he's a really good chef. So we'll hopefully catch some fish to make some sushi.
Hopefully, yeah. We have to.
But yeah, like for example, sun goes down. We can pull down this projector if we want. Watch a movie. We've got Starlink. This is just a floating penthouse, in my opinion. Now. Anyway, let's get this engine on.
It is.
I feel like I'm procrastinating even more.
Let's go. Let's just leave.
Let's go.
Wait. To the rescue!
Oh.
You fell. Bye.
Ah. It's like steel wire, stainless wire.
There's more!
What?
There's more!
Stop.
We have never seen our anchor that tangled on anything before. It really felt like our town was doing its last effort to keep us there. But this time, there was no holding us back.
Ben saved the day once again.
Yeah,
Are we free to go now?
I'm happy we didn't leave at like 3 a.m. This would have been such a pain. Our initial plan.
Every great journey begins with a great start.
On the road again.
On the road again.
What's the next sentence?
I can't wait to be on the road again. Instead of heading straight to our next destination, we sailed slowly through the bay, so we could pass by my parents' house and they could wave their goodbyes from the shore. They watched Yabá disappear into the mist, just as I watched their home disappear into my tears.
What are you doing?
Saying bye to my parents again.
Just said bye to MP's parents. Time to turn this boat around 180 degrees. Now we're going to head to our destination. Bye.
Bye, Peña!
A little bit about our journey. It's about midday right now. We have about 5 knots of wind northeast our direction, or our destination is northeast, 60 degrees northeast to be more precise. It is super flat out here. It is very, very sunny. When we left, we couldn't see a single bit of horizon, or at least the horizon was misty. See back there. But we're going to take watches of 2 hours during the day. It gets quite boring. And at night we'll do watches of 3 hours, so that the other ones, so we can have 6 hours off, which is 6 hours sleep. We shouldn't have more than 2 nights out here. It's whale season. Hopefully we can see a few whales. That would be absolutely epic. So we're keeping our eyes peeled. I don't know. Engine's doing well so far. We're expecting wind to pick up around 6 p.m. So as I said, it's noon today. In about 6 hours, we're getting northeast even stronger, which is not going to help us. However, at midnight or 2 a.m. we're going to have a strong south wind, which is going to push us up north, which will be nice. So hopefully at night we'll be able to open a sail or two. first watch. Yabá's about to finish in about 10 minutes. We can see loads and loads of fog coming. Should be alright. We've got AIS, radar. I don't know. Shouldn't be too much out here anyway. When we get there, close to Sao Paulo, there'll be some big ships and stuff. But from here, it's just fishing vessels. It should be able to see. I don't know how long this sun is going to last. We are still on our first motoring stretch. We have done 30 miles, 220 to go, something like that. It's time, almost sunset, and I thought it's nice for the dogs to go for a walk. Now, they only pee outside. Hayo likes peeing on the deck, so I'm not so worried about him. But Licky, even when we go for a walk with her on land, she will run away to a little corner, to a rock, where she's nice and private and alone and hygienic, and she'll do her thing. So my plan now is I've got a tarp, an old tarp that I'm going to lay down. I've got a full bucket of sand from the beach that will pour over it and pretend she's going to the beach, if you see what I mean. If that doesn't work, I don't know how it works with dogs, but I have a little bucket, a little pot I scooped up of a place where Licky peed on the sand early this morning. And if that doesn't work, I might just sprinkle some of that on so she smells that that's a pee area, if that makes sense. Otherwise, I don't know how we'll do it, but she has to go. Maybe they just don't need to yet.
Yesterday was our last day of running errands. Sin and he were out. I called them and I said, guys, I know you're gonna catch a lot of fish during the trip, but just in case, wouldn't it be a good idea to go to the fish market today and get something fresh? So now he's starting to cook with the fish they caught yesterday at the shop.
Your food is ready. I'll take over.
I cannot believe this is my life.
How's it going?
All good. We're going much faster now. We're going downwind.
6:30 a.m. That was the last night watch. The sun is coming up, which is amazing, not only for comfort and seeing based on windy or the wind prediction. The wind will stop at 7 a.m. or not stop, it won't be 26 knots anymore. And the waves, I would love to exaggerate, but really they were showing up above the platform behind me. So in about half an hour I'm going to be relieved from the watch, maybe have an hour of sleep, and then we'll open some sails. But the sunset is looking amazing so far. Sunset, I can't even talk anymore. Sunrise, a little bit of colour in the sky already. The waves are lower, smaller, amazing.
I don't know what happened when I went to bed. I left the boat with quite a nice sea, and now that I woke up, it's better rough for my standards.
Sail open, MP, you do the honours. One sail, let's see how fast you go. I think the wind has become ideal. We've got a sail open, but the wave is still massive. Not a bad thing during daylight, but at night you kind of want to be able to see. Like, you can't see the waves at night, so you can't surf down them or control. So we hope that by this evening it's calmed down a bit. But yeah, we're doing at least 5 knots with just the sail open, which is nice.
I don't know if you can see behind me, but even the round table is wet, and it's not rain, it was a wave. Well, not a wave, many waves that were catching us on our behind and just splashing everywhere. So it was a bit intense, but now it's calmer again. But so much calmer that just sailing, we were going too slowly, so that's why we just turned the engine back on. But reason I got the camera was to celebrate with you that we just, I can see here, distance to destination 124 nautical miles, which means that we just passed half of our journey, which is 250, so we did 125 plus 1, and now we just need to do the same that we did until now, just repeat.
Dancing like an acrobat, you got more to hide than a Siamese cat. Cold and labor chasing after you, they tell you what to wear.
And now with the motor on again, as you might be able to hear, after sailing a little bit today, the wind had dropped a lot. Luckily the waves are also a lot flatter than yesterday. This is going to be our last sunset. You can see now it's really going to be an amazing one. Be a flat night, a calm night, so we'll probably keep the engine on. If it was a different trip, different destination or whatever, we would have planned it differently so we could sail the entire way or not have to rush, if you see what we mean. But tomorrow when the sun rises, we should be able to see Ilhabela, which is now 110 miles away. And then we'll have to just find a nice anchorage. Fishing line is still in the water, but no fish have been caught yet. I don't know. Give me some tips, guys. It's not normal that no fish go for this at all. Yeah, keep you posted with stuff. He's got first watch, then it's Guilherme at midnight, and then me at 3 a.m. Should be nice.
Out there living by an old salt mine. You wonder all the way and wonder all the time. While you're waiting for the future, we'll be out here making history. Jumping from the window, close your eyes and hop right down to me. Out here dancing with a broken shoe. You're a model lady, it's really coming through.
I wonder how many sunsets you have to see like this before you get bored of them.
You keep tripping over me. I'm falling so fast I can hardly even see. Tell me, what do you want more than here and now? A spinning clear mind on a merry-go-round. While you're waiting for the future, we'll be out here making history. While you're thinking about the last one, close your eyes and hop right down to me. You were born to quote.
Good morning on our last morning. MP over there is at the helm. You can't see through the salty windows. This journey was a little bit of a test on the first night, very calm on the second night. We played a lot around with sails, however now it is 0 knots of wind, not even a breeze. So motoring it is. We've got 30 miles to go. There is Ilha. What's that island called over there again? Alcatraz Island, but that's not the one we're going to. There's a massive one over the edge which even looks like land. That's how big it is, like the mainland. This morning I got up and had a shower. The first shower on board of Yabá, heated by the engine and not electricity. Feels quite good, and our water cooling system of the engine works perfectly as well.
Gonna fly away.
We were expecting to motor the last 5 hours, but look at this.
Where I can hide away, where the crowds have gone. I'll hear the silent song saying, here, a life like this, you can do no wrong. A life like someone told me I'd never see.
We are now entering the channel between Ilhabela and the mainland of Sao Paulo. You can see all these massive, massive ships here. I'm just waiting to enter the port.
What is happening?
We're alive!
And we are arriving.
We're arriving.
Hey!
It's called Ilhabela here on the right, which is on the starboard side, which means beautiful island. And I don't need to explain why. Beautiful that we arrived, guys. Epic!
You know what? I never doubted this moment. And I'm not talking about the rough sea we had last night. I'm talking about 5 years ago, maybe, when Yabá was nothing but a wreck. Ben and I were working our butts off
to one day sail to a new place like this. And probably back then we were not super confident about this moment, but if we never gave up rebuilding Yabá, it's because we believed. And look at us now. When we first bought Yabá, we never imagined that it was gonna take us 5 years to be living this moment. But looking back at everything we did during those 5 years, we wouldn't want it any other way. We are thankful to every screw we had to replace because that was a lesson learned. I cannot believe this. Maybe when we throw anchor, then I'm gonna start believing it. A new place, Ilhabela, beautiful island. Wow. I'm here trying to talk and make sense of all the emotions I'm feeling, but the words are just not ready yet. Of course, the day we're arriving to a new place, there is a regatta happening and a million sailboats in the water that we have to avoid. Have you seen that?
There are two options. One is keep the engine on, keep our maneuverability just in case, because we are quite heavy and it's not that windy for us to have, especially downwind. You don't want to be jibing in between them. But I do want to sail. We're doing this, I'm in neutral, doing 5 knots, which I'm very, very happy with. 4.6. Yeah, 4.6 knots. But I am keeping the engine engaged, or at least on, in neutral, just in case we have to give it a little extra boost, because I don't want to have to turn and jibe and have a floppy sail and lose rudder efficiency. So safety first, going to give everyone priority, but I'm going to sail a bit. Oh, that was a good tack. Changed my mind. Engine is off, sail is open. We're doing more than 4 knots.
With just one sail.
With one sail, which I am stoked with, and we are going to arrive in 1.7 miles. And I think all the sailboats are after the anchorage.
The regatta, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think we'll be getting. Look at this. Look, Mum, no hands. I also want a spinnaker like that so we can plane.
It is very cool. They're flying.
Atento, vamos para a cerveja.
We're being called for beers here. Daddy Mew!
Daniel!
Wait.
The end.
Thanks, Yabá, you did good. Look at that ship over there. I'll go and see it soon.
We have arrived, anchored, took the dogs for a walk because that was needed, and now we just want to conclude our trip. So what are the conclusions and the stats?
Conclusion is it was epic, and I'm very happy with how Yabá performed in waves. So if you're looking back now, that you couldn't see sky between the platform and the solar panels. The waves were like that at night.
My conclusion about it is that I was a bit scared.
We did how many miles?
282 miles. Of course, on a straight line it would have been 250, but we did 282.
Because sailing downwind isn't always ideal because the sail flaps, so we had to like not tack, even jibe. Well, you had to go off course a bit so we had wind from the side and not from the stern, and then again.
How would you say in percentage motoring, motor sailing and sailing?
The first we left until like the next morning we motored because it was a northeast wind, so we motored that. Then the first night was insane, So we could have opened the sail with downwind, but it was just, I didn't want anyone on deck at that time, which was, I think, safe.
I would say 50% motoring, 40% motor sailing, and 10% pure sailing.
Yeah. Ideally, we would sail based on the wind. We would sail to the first destination. We skipped 2 destinations, kind of. We would have sailed there, wait for another wind to come in, or wait for a storm to pass, and so on. So
That was another conclusion that I was thinking of, is to not sail on a deadline, to go places when the wind is on your favor, also so we don't get those kind of waves again. Even though Yabá behaved perfectly, she never showed a single sign of being on her limit. I didn't enjoy it. Like, I showed a sign of being on my limit because I was scared of those waves going above the solar panels.
But the entire, and P came up the stairs, she looked and she said no, and she went straight back down. This crew did amazingly. Jeremy's not here. We dropped him off at the pier with Ivan right now.
Him.
There's a big regatta going on, so they are going to go and have a look at that. But we'll go and have a look at that tomorrow.
Another conclusion. I had a water maker on top of our wish list, and now the autopilot is on the top for me.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you could just press autopilot, go and check the engine quickly, come back, or make a coffee.
Make a little coffee, yeah.
Make a coffee. Also, going downwind, it really helps having an autopilot.
Another stat is that it took us almost 52 hours for this trip. So we did 280 something miles in 50.
What's that? 5 point something knots average?
Yeah, 5.5 knots average.
And we weren't full throttle with the engine. I'm happy with that. Guys, we made it.
A new
Ilhabela.
era is starting now.
With a little bit of the old era. I've got that box to still go through, which is all to-do list.
Well, we'll always be working on the
Guys,
boat.
I've got something here that's going to go up soon. All cool stuff. But
We'll always be working on the boat, but now also exploring new places.
a new era has begun! A new era of exploring unknown places has begun. Countless nautical miles, remote islands, and calm bays wait ahead. We know the seas won't always be smooth, but we will be getting tougher with them too. We are thankful for every lesson taught to us that brought us here, and excited for all the ones that are still going to be learnt. Cheers to new horizons and to this new chapter in the life of Yabá.